Alright, there we go. We're going business. Alright. Hey everybody, this is Jarrett Ross, the GeneaVlogger. I am currently doing my first actual vlog. Today I've got a lot of stuff I'm doing. I've actually got band practice. I'm uploading my next video right now, and gonna make some quick tips today as well. But let's see. Yeah, I had the house cleaned. Nice. So I'm gonna make myself a little bit of lunch and then get the day started. So I've got my burger, Easy Mac for my side because I'm lazy. So I just finished lunch a little bit ago. I've been working on some quick tip videos. So if you notice the brown shirt and some quick tip videos, those were the ones I was working on today. I'm going to be finishing those up today, tonight. I'm getting a couple of them done because I want to have stuff to post while I'm in Florida, because I'm not sure if the connection I'll have at my hotel is going to be good enough to post, and I don't really feel like paying extra money for the extra Wi-Fi. So I'm going to have a bunch of videos that'll be ready to post by the time I'm in Florida. So working on those, but I figured one of the topics I could talk about today is a line I've been tracing on my dad's side, and just kind of talk about a couple of the different things I've been trying to break down this brick wall. I have yet to do that. So the line I'm talking about is my Rosenberg line. My second great grandparents were Bernard and Beatrice Rosenberg, or at least in the baby books in my family, that's how they're written down. In documentation, through census records and some birth records, they're usually listed as Benjamin and Annie. The things I've been trying to do is I've been trying to find their immigration record, their naturalization record, which I don't know if they did that, and I'm trying to find my great-grandfather and his sister's birth record. The information that I have is that my second great-grandparents immigrated to the U.S. either in 1878 or 1880. And this is actually one of the pieces that makes me believe that it is Germany, because in the census records they're listed as coming from Germany in the 1900 census, but in the 1910 census it just says Russian Yiddish. My guess is that it was Germany, because the Tsar's assassination being in 1881, and the mass majority of Russian Jews immigrating began after that. With the family coming before that, to me that's indicative that they are German. Well, Rosenberg is usually a German related name, And they are listed as coming from Germany in a couple of documents, but they're also listed as coming from Russia in a couple of documents, so it's hard to say. I've been trying to find naturalization record. I can't find that, and in the last census that I have of them, the 1910 census, it lists them still as aliens. So I get the feeling that they may have not naturalized, but I'm not sure. They came in New York and eventually moved to Philadelphia. They had 3 children, 4 children total. One didn't survive childhood. I've never been able to find a record of that child, so I don't know when or where they were born or anything like that. I just know by 1900, when they first show up in the census, there are 3 children living, and it lists that they had 4 children total. The first 2 children of theirs that we know of is their daughter Minnie and their son Harry, who is my great-grandfather. And Minnie and Harry were listed as being born in New York. But I have not been able to find their birth certificates in New York. The whole fact that Benjamin and Annie went by different names. Annie shows up in records as Annie Jenny. She's listed in the family as Beatrice. I've not been able to find anything on Minnie or Harry. I was able to find their youngest brother's, Isidore's birth certificate, or at least the index of the birth. I am in contact with cousins from all of the 3 children of Benjamin and Annie. At Isidore's descendants last summer, I actually drove up to Philadelphia. I'll include some of the pictures of me meeting them. I've been in touch with some of Minnie's descendants, although she had a lot more descendants, and they don't know a whole lot about her because she actually died very young. Aside from trying to find naturalization records and trying to find the birth record of my great-grandfather and his sister, I have also been trying to find further census records of them. Because they supposedly came in either 1878 or 1880, I'm hoping that I can find them either in the 1880 census, which I think is doubtful, but it's possible, or the 1892 New York census. And I think New York may have had a 1882 census, but I don't know for sure. I'll have to look that I'll have to look into that. I'm curious too if Benjamin and Annie, if they came by themselves or if they had more family with them when they came. And that may be one of the reasons why it's harder for me to find them in older documents, because they may have used different names and they may have just been, one of a bigger group. A lot of stuff to look into. I'm hoping when I go to the IAJGS conference that I'll be able to learn some stuff that may help me trace them further. I'm actually going to be going to one of the classes where the focus is on German Jewish ancestry, and I believe it's being actually taught by a Rosenberg, who I've matched with on DNA, funny enough. So it's going to be a really interesting ride. This side of the family I really haven't been as successful with as some of the rest of the sides, but I have been very successful in finding all of my relatives from this side that I know about. So I gotta get going, and we're gonna head on over to my band practice. What's up? You look businesslike. Yeah, man.
I ran over a nail Monday morning.
With your car or your company's car?
My car. I have a nail in my car.
Oh, that sucks. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also click somewhere right around here if you'd like to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GeneaVlogger. I'm the GeneaVlogger. I'm out.